It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor?
Hello, neighbor
and friend.
I'm glad to be here with you again at our Dancin' on Air Chronicles. Episode 2. Have you ever had a wonderful weekend? Well, I just had a wonderful weekend, and I'd like to tell you all about it. I'm sure when we start to share our wonderful weekends, we'll find we have a lot in common. Now, as I stated before, boys and girls, our topic today is wonderful weekends and what it takes to make a wonderful weekend. I think it can be different for everyone. I mean, some people probably like a sunny day. Others probably like going outside to splash in the puddles when it's raining. But for me, a wonderful weekend is when everything comes together. It's difficult for things to come together sometimes, and we have to take the good with the bad with the good, yin-yang it up a little bit. But on this particular weekend for me, everything came together just splendidly. You see, I was at a bat mitzvah, only to find out that our equipment was too big for the space, and that I had forgotten to get batteries, but I could always blame that on the DJ. I sent him out to get batteries, and while he's out, I get a phone call from Patty Claffey, the casting director for Dancin' on Air, and she tells me, hey, you know what? I told you I'd get back to you 5 days ago, but I'm just getting back to you now. I'm sorry. Could you download a contract, sign it, and email it back to me? I'm like, Patty, I'm nowhere near a computer. She asked me if I could email it to her later. I said, I won't be anywhere near a computer until 4 a.m. At that time, I'll probably be trying to get a couple hours sleep so I can be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for Dancin' on Air. Hey, but my weekend was made even more wonderful by the fact that I'm positive it was some yahoo acting a fool and getting fired from the show that enabled me to be on there. True, stroking my own ego makes me want to believe that they'd have put me on the show anyway. But I'm quite sure it was it was that guy jumping up and down and acting a fool that kicked the door wide open for me to be on the show. And I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful. I hope other people will act a fool and make room for other people to get on this wonderful show and take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. Onward and upward from there, my weekend was also made wonderful because when I got to Dancin' on Air, I realized that bowel movements would be smooth and easy. First of all, I have to say that the Fuge has really, really wonderful bathrooms. I'm talking A1, okay? I'm talking about the Labec Fin of bathrooms, okay? When they just give you the little piece of goose liver. Oh, wow. I mean, these bathrooms are so nice, they even hide the corn. I mean, when you drop the deuce, you don't even see the corn. It's like a haze comes over so that you can have a more wonderful experience and not have to look at the disgustingness you behind. The toilet paper was quilted, and the bathroom was so nice that the show's host, he will remain nameless at this time, even went into the stall next to me and dropped his deuce. Oh, we were remarking through the walls, hey man, sure is nice in here. He even yelled back, and the water's warm too. It was a great day. Then I got out there and danced up a storm. I had a drop-dead gorgeous dance partner who I think was a little bit too pretty for me, because every time I turned around, She was bippity boppity booing off somewhere else. I was like, Patty's looking at me. I'm gonna get fired because I'm not dancing with my partner. But I'm like, Patty, she won't stay with me. She's just got too much bip in her bop, too much tea in her boo. You know, but what are you gonna do? It was still wonderful because by all reasonable accounts, most people told me that they thought I did a really good job. I also met my friends there. Maddie Galler was there with her posse, her crew. What's up, Cody? What's up, Karina? How's it going out there? We partied hard. And also, I learned about the beauty of family on Dancing on Air. I made friends. I was able to go from group to group to group and spread love. And have love spread back on me. Oh man, I was like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was just sticky with love, both salty and sweet. It was a great thing. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more. They even let me wear my robot head on the show. That was nice. Yep, my robot head. Yeah, I got to dance with Clyde and show him how to shuffle. Somehow I got frozen back to the Rosa Parks section, which was kind of a waste of a robot head. By next week, everybody will have a robot head and it won't be the same thing. But I digress. I had a great weekend. It was wonderful. Really, really wonderful. By the way, Casey, great shoes. Okay, Casey, I just gotta tell you, girl, I love the shoes. I mean, had the whole Dusty Springfield thing going, you know. Woo! Was the son of a preacher, man. Gotta love it. Some other interesting things happened there. You know, there were some groups there, some crews, some like ABDC crews. They were trying to get crunk, you know, I mean, they were trying to bring it, you know. I really loved them. They were great. And they were kind of intimidating everybody. So I went up to Smart Mark, who I know pretty well, and said, hey man, could you ask your crew to tone it down, you know, take it down a notch so that some other people can feel kind of good about being on the show. And he was like, oh man, it's all love, it's all gravy. I was like, okay man, fine, you keep your crew, Mark. So I went over and I formed a crew called Das Kickers. DASS Kickers. Das Kickers. And we went up against Mark's crew, and you know, we lost in the battle round. You know, we kind of got our butts kicked a little bit. But one thing we could do, and I love to look over this and see more experienced dancers sweating us. Man, we can lead a pump, man. We had the little Tai Chi going, baby. We was like, oh man, we took it back. Oh man, we was bringing. We had the Will Smith two-step with the little head. I was like, stick it, stock it, watch out. Oh, I had took it with the hit him with the John Travolta, chop some onions. Next thing I knew, man, they were spending all their time looking at us on stage. You know, they was hating, you know. And then we was loving later because, you know, we couldn't do all the backflips and stuff that they was doing. I mean, they was like doing stuff. Homie did a thing with his leg and Mark like put it behind his head and pulled it down and snatched it out the other side and brought his arm across here and pushed himself back. I couldn't do all that. But I tell you what, man, I could do that. My Tai Chi is nice. So that was good. I mean, my weekend was wonderful. And I keep going back to the warm water in the bathroom. I mean, that was a plus. I hate when the water's cold. And you know, going out to Anita Foreman-Schafkopf, I just got to tell her, you know, it was really amazing. The tip that she gave me, you know, she said, Ian, please don't take your clothes off on your next Dancin on Air Chronicle. I mean, I don't think you get it past the censors. But I told her, there's a way I can do it. There's a way I can get away with it. And I hope you guys will be there at our next Dancin on Air at the Fuge. You need to come on down. It's all love, have fun, shake tuchus. There's nothing to be afraid of. Everybody is great. Thanks a lot to Mike Rossi and Michael Nice. Hey, Josiah, let me tell you something, brother. I am not a battle dancer. I don't want to be challenged. Okay, so when you get to come down from behind the DJ booth after scratching and putting on the good cuts, you know, come up and give a brother a hug or a pound. Don't come up to me popping and locking and trying to bring the drama and trying to challenge me. You caught me all off guard, man. I expecting a hug, Captain. You came up and made me and just dissed me on the screen. I was like, damn. I mean, I offered to get his brother voice lessons, and Josiah came out. He's like, no, man, this is my show, dog. I'm scratching and I'm dancing. You ain't gonna get none of nothing. Oh, hold on. weight and tried to bring it. I was like, you know what I mean? But anyway, once again, this brings us to another end of our Dancing on Air Chronicles. I'm going to say that I love you guys, and I want you to get out there and just live life. And remember, make each weekend wonderful by seeing good in the bad.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor?
Bye, neighbor.
Neighbor and friend.